Hi, this is Ron, and it is Christmas season 2018. And I thought I would, since it's finally complete, I thought I would take you on a video tour of my living room and my living room decorations for Christmas this year. First thing to start with, the best is the biggest change in our room this year, and that is we have a smaller Christmas tree, and we set up a little platform with a Lego village that was formerly out on the kitchen table. And the highlight of that, of course, is the railroad, the Lego train. And let's see if we can get the Lego train to work here. Okay, there's a little bit of a jump there, but I got it working. Here we go. There is the Lego Christmas train working. Took quite a bit of preparation to get this little square thing, this little square table fixed up so that the track would lay down, and the village that new this year is that fire station. See the fire station there? There's the fire truck. And then of course there's the train station that I had up last year on the kitchen table, and the bus. And that is the biggest change. It's our tree and our platform. Of course, we don't have as many ornaments on the tree, but we still do have ornaments on the tree. We have a star and Tinkerbell at the top there. Can you see Tinkerbell there? And a lot of our traditional ornaments. Other ornaments that didn't fit on the tree we have sitting around, and I'll show you that in just a second. Let's move over onto since we're looking at the Lego train, let's look at the Lego shelf. Okay, I'm over here at the Lego shelf. A little bit of a setup. Different setup this year. I've got some extra things, some new things. First of all, at the top of the shelf is Frosty the Snowman and my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer snow globes, my White Christmas snow globe, the other Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's the Magician from Frosty the Snowman. Then if you pan down here, got some things on the edge of the bookcase. We've got some Lego ornaments hanging up. We've got some embellishments there, some leaves and flowers, colorful Christmas flowers. That brings us to the next shelf. Of course, is the Merry Christmas Lego in block letters with a new windmill on the top, and it's Santa Claus and the elf, and a gingerbread, and Mrs. Claus, or the North Pole worker with the radio telling Santa it's ready to go. Pan down here, we've got a Santa Claus. There's the Christmas tree with somebody working on it. And here's a little village with a pretzel place and some hot chocolate place, a place to sit, a little tree like a town square. You can see all the things here. There's a little kids ride train. Back in the back, there's some carolers, somebody sitting on a bench by a snowman on a pole. There's a hot chocolate and donuts place. There's a mailbox. There's a bench for people to sit, for the figures to sit and have their cocoa. A lot of this is new. Most of this was out on the table last year, especially the little village setup. So that's the second shelf. The third shelf is something I just put together a couple of days ago. It's a Lego Christmas carousel. See it? You turn the thing, and it's got a little train. Got that free gift with purchase this year. There's the North Pole toy shop, and there's the elf manufacturing setup there. We've got a big tree with a girl up there trying to decorate. We've got Rudolph and his buddies, 4 of those buddies, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, ready to take Santa Claus away on his Christmas Eve visit. Up there on the North Pole, there's Santa's workshop with the 8 o'clock time. And that is the second shelf. Now let's move down here to the third shelf. Third shelf's got a train, little Christmas train. A little fireside scene with Santa Claus. Got another elf manufacturer set up with another little windmill. There's a little tree, bunch of Lego toys, There's a gingerbread house. Mrs. Claus is standing at the gingerbread house with her cookies. And there's a new this year is a Bricks Head Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. You can see them there. There's Mrs. Claus. There's Mr. Claus, Santa. And there's all the toys from yesteryear. And the fourth shelf is something that I let my grandchildren play with. I have it set up here. They have it all askew when they come over. But it's Charlie Brown. Now, I just want to tell you a little story about this Charlie Brown. You see that little snow fence on the back? I've had this Charlie Brown Christmas thing for about 10 to 12 years, maybe a little longer. And this is the first time this year that I realized that that brown fence stood up and was supposed to be a background for the whole scene. Previous years, I just tried to figure out where it went. I couldn't figure out if it laid flat or what. This year, the light went on, the Christmas light went on in my head, and there it is. It's a fence for the scene. So that's the Lego shelf. Now let's move over across the room to the decoration shelf. Before I move on to the decoration shelf, I do want to show something. Of course, there's our Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
He's the steady force in our steady presence in our Christmas decorations. He's been around since before I was. Added this year a little montage of Christmas pictures from the last few years of everybody opening gifts or Christmas pictures. There's one of me and Aria and Gabriel, his first Christmas. Paula with Aria from last year. It's one of my favorite pictures is Teresa from last year holding a big teddy bear that she got the kids when she thought nobody was looking. Of course, there's our barn decoration. And now we can move over to the decoration shelf. Lots of new things here. Up here is the usual. We have Paul's favorite snowmen. Mother, father, and you can't see the little baby back there. There's a little baby snowman back there. There's her dangling feet snowman that she likes. Oh, there's a little baby right there. I'm sorry, the little baby's right there. Of course, there's our decoration that we like so much from Hallmark from about 3 or 4 years ago. What does it say? Does it have a date on it? No, it doesn't. It just says North Pole. There's that. There's another new thing for this year. We got this when we went to the Smokies on vacation. It's a little plastic/glass wreath with an angel in the middle of it. We got it hanging down, and it's hanging over the nativity scene that Aria and Paula made together last year. There's angels and other little nativity scenes. There's our joy sign. There's the angels in the back. And there's 2 candles. Now those candles say Smoky Mountain Opry, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We got those when we went and attended the Christmas show early in December. And we brought them home and set them up on candlesticks. They're now part of our Christmas decoration. The next shelf is another Smoky Mountain Opry decoration that we got. Now I have subsequently found out that they have these at Hallmark. I love this little Christmas tree. Look at this beautiful little decorative Christmas tree with the Christmas balls. And in the back is, of course, Santa, Blue Dog Santa, which Blue Dog Santa's beard should be up here a little bit further. See if I can move it. Sit up there, Santa Dog. Or Blue Dog. There we go. Now Blue Dog's set up as Santa. There's our 2 little bunny rabbits. There's a water ball. This is another new thing that we got. We got this in Pigeon Forge. We bought about 6 different new things in Pigeon Forge, and I'll show you the rest of them in a second. In a few minutes, I mean. But there's our Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's got Santa Claus as the base, which is kind of neat. And I think it makes music. I think I wouldn't have gotten it if it didn't make music. I'm a musical water ball guy, or snow globe guy. There it is. There's my favorite Charlie Brown musical things. Let's see if we can get them to go here. Let's see what Linus has to say.
Sharing the holiday spirit really brings Christmas close to a person.
And we move down to the next shelf. The next shelf is a Disney shelf. It's got my sparkling Christmas tree. And there's a Mickey Mouse nutcracker there. And I just discovered this year that Mickey's nose is missing, and I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to get a black marble or something and glue it on there. There's Mickey and Minnie plush Santa Claus. Here's where the decoration or the ornaments that we didn't put on the tree were put. There's the Pinocchio one. There's a Goofy one. There's Fozzie Bear. There's my water balls in the back, or snow globes. There's a Mickey snow globe. And of course, we've got the Disney music boxes. Alright, we got that. And then on this next shelf, we've got Goofy. I think Goofy's on. Nope, Goofy's not on. So I'm not going to put him on. But there's a Goofy Santa, and he talks and gets animated. You can tickle him sometimes. He says, that tickles. There's a little troll that Mary Young from California sent me. There's the Elf on the Shelf that I got last year that Aria informed me is not Elf on the Shelf. Here's a new little guy that we got this year. We got him in Pigeon Forge. We got him at the Smoky Mountain Opry. And I think I named him Crinkle. Crinkle the Elf. And then, of course, there's a little bear back there that when animated and push the button, he tells the story of Christmas. And here's a new thing that I got at Target this year for the kids to play with. It is a... Oh, listen. You dial a bunch of stuff and it gets different greetings. On the bottom of this is my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer figures that the kids, when they were over here the last time, knocked them all over and played with them. And I didn't bother to set them back up. So there they are, though. I've had them for years. Probably about as long as I've had the Charlie Brown one. Paula got that for me years ago. Let's go over to the final stop, or one of the final stops for decorations. Alright, we're here at the corner shelf. There's my laser that shows, if you see, it shows the lights on the ceiling. That's the laser light thing. There's another Rudolph decoration that didn't go on the tree, and a cathedral. And I think I messed this up here. Yeah, let's turn it this way. There we go. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to go cattywampus on you. This is a new train thing that water ball or snow globe that Paula absolutely loved. We found this at the Applewood Barn in Pigeon Forge. She loved it, so we got it. Of course, there's the snow globes, the cross, and the sand dollar, and a little Legos display, and the bells that were crocheted for me by the same person that made the Blue Dog Santa suit. This next one, we've got a Lego horse, a nativity scene, some water globes, a snowman, and of course the Christmas elk, and another nativity snow globe. And then there's a nutcracker on the next shelf with a Charlie Brown ornament that didn't fit on the tree, celebrating 50 years of a Charlie Brown Christmas. And last but not least on this shelf is the creepy elves. Now this was part of my my mom's Christmas decorations when I was a kid. So I guess they're traditional for me, but everybody else that sees them says they're creepy. Even my sisters say they're creepy, so they may not come out again next year, but we'll see. Let's move up to the wall. There's a snowman. Along this archway is a garland, a plastic lifesaver garland that hung in my mom's house for years over the doorway, just like that. On this back wall are 3 pictures that my wife painted last year. A Christmas bird, or a bird holding a Christmas ornament in a tree. There's the snowman that she painted. She did this with her friend Lori James at a painting class that she held last year. And this is probably the best one. Santa Claus tumbling on a sleigh ride with Frosty the Snowman. We've got Christmas cards hanging on the door. And the last thing I want to show you is, of course, the traditional composite past Christmas collage frame. There you go. So there you have it. There is the tour of our living room decorations. I hope you enjoyed it for 2018. A lot of new stuff. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Till then, till next year, everybody, this is Ron saying, have a Merry